I am doing another video today, and it's the new year, yay! I probably look like, because, oh my gosh, I look really bad. This is no makeup. But I wanted to do a video today about, should you let people read your work before it's done? Because I got asked this question by somebody who they were really solitary about their writing, and they were wary because they're like, well, I see people stealing work all the time, and I don't want people stealing my work. And you have a lot of choices when trying to do it in the beginning, and I'm going to tell you about my journey, and then you can make your decision as you go. Okay, so we'll just do it like that. So should you let people read your work? So that's what we're going to talk about today. I am Sylvia Hubbard. I am a romance suspense author of over 40 books independently published. I am founder of Motown Writers Network, and I'm an authorpreneur. I do literary consulting, and I'm a busy single mom expert. So that probably would be the intro for today. It's different every time I'm going to tell you that. So make sure you subscribe, because you never know what I'm going to say next time. So I'm going to talk about the question for the topic for today is that, should you let people read your work before you're finished writing it? And I'm gonna talk about it, and I guess answer the question of what I did. So in the beginning, when I first published my first book, Dreams of Reality, I did not let anybody read it. I did not let anybody read it at all. I kind of had that, I'm gonna get this book done, I'm gonna write it, I'm gonna publish it, I'm gonna put it out there. And I think that was a mistake of mine. I know that was a mistake of mine. I should have had someone read it, because when I republished it almost 15 years later, it was a lot of story continuity issues that was really horrible in my terms, that I just wanted. I think that UPS truck is for me, but I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna let him walk up. But that I was really upset at myself as I did it the second time, that I did not let anybody read it. And during that time in my life, I was in a writers group, but it wasn't like a close-knit writers group. So I did not let anybody read it, touch it, look at it, or anything. And of course I did the horrible thing back then, and of course self-edited myself and put it out there. And I was very ashamed of that work. I'm gonna be honest, my first work, I was very ashamed. It was a horrible cover. If you ever go back and look at it, it was a horrible cover. I'm gonna try to find it and leave the link below, and then you can see the new cover as well. So the second book, Stone's Revenge, this is actually, I got input on it as I wrote it, but I wrote it like a long time ago. Actually, I wrote it when I was like 17, 18, and then I ended up then deciding to publish it in 2004. And when I did it, the feedback that I got as a writer was so much, it made the story so much better, so much wealthier in terms of enriched with so much stuff. Like it had that that I wanted. It really made me find my voice. And as I was going through the motions of getting it published or writing it, going through it and knowing the feedback from people who had gone through the scenes with me, it was great, because then I was able to know things about the story that I could take out and what I shouldn't take out. So that was pretty good. It really put an impact on me as a writer to hear people as I was writing it, oh my God, this is a good scene, or oh my God, this is kind of boring. And that's what they literally would say, that the beta readers, and that's what you call them, the beta readers, would say that. And then as I started writing more and more books, it was a difference. Some books I didn't let anybody read, other books I did. But then I got more and more into the tune of getting more beta readers to read my work as I was writing. Now, I know you can say, hey, they can steal your ideas, they can take them and make their own. They can't. But nobody can write like me. Nobody can be me. I was put on this earth, and trust me, you don't want another person like me on this earth. But I say that to say that, you know, you have a choice to do it. If you don't want people to see your work or your writing, then okay, don't share. But as you get into the publishing realm, you do want to go out and share that work. You can go ahead and send it off to the copyright office, and then, you know, have it, you know, get that registration number, and then get a group of beta readers over to check your work out, or, you know, write it, send it to the editor. But I always say you should get beta readers before you even send it to the editor. It's so much better because you see, they see a lot of stuff that you did not see. It's kind of like you are looking in the room, and even though they're looking around the corner, they may notice things that you didn't, or they could bring something out. And that's what my beta readers usually do. The subscribers to my site who read my live stories, get that exclusive privilege to read the live stories all the way through, really bring something to the table when it comes to me writing better. And they really challenge me as a writer to bring it every time I write. I'm not like, oh, I gotta write this scene. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta write this scene because I know they're gonna like it. So you get kind of, it really helps, it really juices up your writing. Now, a lot of people have asked me, and this is kind of like an addendum to what, you know, this whole beta reader thing is, and I know I said it was going to be a short video, but a lot of people have asked me, if they suggest something, beta readers suggest something, do you change the story, you know, to suit them? No, the story is going to go the way the story is going to go. I already know the way the story is going to go. It's in my head once I start going. So even though the beta readers will suggest something or say, oh, I bet she does this, it was going to go the way it was going to go, whether the beta reader had suggested that part or not. Most times they don't. Like, they're shocked. I'm always shocked when I write something like, oh my goodness, I didn't know, because I'm more of a character-driven writer. So that's my opinion on beta readers. If you should have somebody read your work before you publish it, I say yes, have someone read it. Not just like a continuity editor or editor itself, but as somebody who has a love for reading, and they just want to read the story itself. They just want the meat and potatoes of the story, and they just want to get the feel of the story itself, because it really does help it. I love when they read it with me. I love when I'm writing and they're reading, and they're pushing out the chapters, and they're just eating it up like, you know, air. And then say, oh, give me more. And so, like, it's really fun. You should try it one time. Work with a beta reader, a couple of beta readers, and you can use things like Google. You can use like Google Drive, where you can share the document and they can't copy it. That's a easy way to do it. Or I do it on my blog, and I can make stuff private and public. So I have beta readers who subscribe to my site, and they literally are reading the book as I write, and I can share the public or private posts depending on the book itself. So yeah, you can do those two different ways, and there's a lot of other ways to do live storytelling. A lot of readers, a lot of authors, you do it and it's not just beginning authors. These are New York Times best-selling authors. I've seen them do things like that. Even Stephen King has done, like, he's probably already written it, but he has gone and published, you know, books live, or in serials, as they call them. So, you know, try it out. If you are an author and you see, or a writer, and you see someone doing a live book, check them out, see how they did it and how they set it up, and go from there. But right now, I'm gonna get out of here. I want to wish you guys a happy new year, and I hope to make more videos. So goodbye.